Hello everyone. Today I am going to share a Christmas sweater design. I get an order on Fiverr. These two original commercial used t-shirt designs, one for Halloween, one for Christmas. And this is the text, Merry Christmas to you all, like this. This will be the text. Now as you can see here, I made the design, but it is a lot of work. These all parts are little details, small details, and it took me almost 3 hours to complete this final design. Now I am going to describe some points here, like this is a Christmas elements bundle I will share with you. I will give you this one's link like before. So these are some elements you can use in your designs, and of course for making Christmas designs you need to understand some more things, like you need to understand these fonts. These are the Christmas fonts. If you come to the font.com, then make a search here Christmas, you will get this page, and this you can use any of these fonts. And of course you have to understand this theme here, this Christmas sweater design patterns, this and how everyone is making designs. So you have to take some ideas, like these all are the elements people using in their designs. And one thing is common, that every design is in this same style, this same kind of line style, stripe styles. So this is what I am going to follow here. Now for this one here, I needed a Santa Claus image, so I took this one from here, and this one could be copyrighted. So I did what, I take that image, and then first of all I make a larger version of that by resizing the size here, image size here. Then I use this magic wand tool to click something like this, so that all the blacks here could be selected at once. Now I made that layer in a separate layer here, and if I just select all like Ctrl A and copy, now you can see, let me just show you. Yeah, something like this. Okay, this is something like this, so you guys can drink a shot for me. Okay, now I need to trace this image, and when you are tracing images like this taking from Google, then there could be copyright problems, or you may face some copyright problems. But I am going to modify this image well enough so there will be no copyright, and I am going to really change this image and its total position here, like this one. Now this is a vector image of that Santa Claus, so I am going to make him. I am going to just, one thing you need to understand here, that the font, which font you can use. I am using here a font called Christmas Jumper. That font is this one, and this font is built in this kind of pattern style, so you can simply use that one. And here I use that same pattern to make this Santa Claus, and this is another font called, I don't remember this one's name, Christmas or Miraculous Christmas or something like that. You will find this one on the font.com. So one thing you need to understand for sweatshirt design is everything should be in this pattern style, because sweatshirts are not made with like cotton like t-shirt, they are made with wools. So when you are printing something on wools, that looks like something like this. So I am going to make everything here in this pattern style, and for that one, like this one here, you can see my, so for this one here, maybe this white area here, if I just double click here, select my eyedropper, click on this white pattern area, it will fill that with white patterns. So I am going to show you how to make those patterns, and the rest element here is from this vector. You can use anything from here, just don't use them as they are. Like you just cannot take them as a design and put something inside there, that could be copyrighted. So just take elements from here, arrange it some other style, in some other style. Like here I take that deer here, then this circle here, or I place this one here. So that is what I am going to do here. I am just going to show you how to make these patterns of the Santa Claus and this kind of tree or Christmas text here. So guys, this is my Santa Claus. Now I need to, you can see this is just black outlines right now, but I need to fill colors in it so that I can put my, so that I can fill this with patterns. So I am taking this, pressing K on my keyboard. K is for live paint bucket, you can see. Now if I press Alt in my keyboard, it will bring this eyedropper. So I am clicking on this white area to sample this white color. You can see now my fill color is white. If I click in this area, it will fill with white. So whichever area I want to fill with white, I am going to just click it like them, that maybe this one here. Okay, that will be all for me now. Maybe this one here, and this area also I want to keep white. Okay, I kept that one black, but here I am keeping white. Now I want to use this red color here, but not that much darker red, maybe a bit lighter one here. Now if I fill these areas here with this red color, so, and now I am again pressing Alt to bring my eyedropper. I am sampling this white here, pasting that here. Now I need a yellow color like the previous design I made, and if I click here, it will be yellow. Okay, I am going to just keep it all yellow for now. And when I am making this two socks yellow, I can maybe make this one also yellow. It doesn't matter because I am just making a design like this. So I am going to choose some kind of red color to fill this skin area. Okay guys, so this is now my Santa Claus in full color mode. I had an black outline image, but now I have a full colored version of it. Okay, now I need to make these patterns here. You can see this small little patterns here. I need to make them. So for that one here, I am going to use a ellipse here, pressing A to bring my direct selection tool, selecting this lower anchor point only, then clicking here, convert selected anchor point to corner. It will make it a corner. So that is all for me now. I am making this a bit larger, something like this, or maybe rotate a bit. Now transform and reflect, make a, okay. Before that, I need to make sure that I am selecting the whole object here, because I selected that direct selection tool, so it was selecting only this part. Now I am using this transform tool, making a copy of it. Now you can see I have two different copy of this shape, selecting them all, placing them like this. Now maybe I can simply rotate it a bit more. I need to make a perfect shape, because that is what going to be all over this design, something like this maybe. Okay, I need to make some adjustment here, maybe this way or this way. Okay, now placing them like this and uniting them, simple unite them. Okay guys, so this one is going to be a bit tricky here, so I want you to focus here. I am making this too much small, something like this, and I am going to duplicate this one, just a little space between them, and then pressing Ctrl D to make several copies of them. Okay, before that I need to pick these colors from here, like that color and this red color and also this yellow color. Okay, so not that yellow, this yellow. So these three will be needed. So I am going to make them a group in my swatch panel here. You can see like this. Now I don't need them anymore. Okay, this is now my on pattern here, and if I just click it something like this, just to bring them a bit down or maybe a bit more. Okay, not that, like this. Now sorry for that, I need to bring them down something like this. Now again duplicating them in this way. Okay, so this is going to be my main pattern here. I am going to make them a group and then going to object, pattern and make. Now you can see it will make me a pattern like this. So I am going to click done here. Once it is done, you can see I have a pattern in my swatch panel. Now I am going to do what? I am going to click here and then click here to make a copy of that. New swatch. Okay, now you can see I have two pattern here. If I double click on this one here, it will select my this pattern panel. If I select them like this, and if I press this yellow color here, okay, not like that, selecting them all, pressing this yellow color here and then done. So now I have two swatches in this two color. I am going to make that and make another copy of that one like this. Double click there, again selecting them all from here, making them red. Okay, now done. Okay guys, so main part is done here. I am going to erase that part. I have three swatch panel here. Okay, I need one more. Now group, as this is going to be a main design here. I have white in my design, so I need a white pattern, of course. Now you can see I have four pattern here. Now this image I made here, this is in, I make this one colorful with live paint bucket. So these will all act like a single shape here. So I need to expand it. Okay, once expanded, I need a background like this black here, so that I can see everything I am doing here. So I am going to lock this black layer. Now focus here that I need to select this white color. So I am double clicking on it until this white is selected. Now I am selecting my magic wand tool to select every white in this design, and once they are all selected, I am going to apply this white pattern there. Now in white pattern, if I click this red here, it will select all the red in my design. I am going to click this red pattern here, and the same way I am going to select this white here, yellow here, and applying this yellow pattern here. Okay, now I can apply this lighter orange color to make a pattern, but that will not look good because this is the face area. If I make it like this pattern, it will not look very good, but we can do that, or we can keep that as it was. But when we are making everything in this pattern style, that one should be also in pattern. Now you can see everything here was now in pattern style. Okay, now one more thing we can do, that is this black is not in pattern style. We can make that one also pattern, but I am not going to do that one for now. You can see in my this design I made everything in pattern style. This is also in pattern, but if I just turn off this layer, it will be visible. You can see this black is also in pattern mode, but okay, that is not necessary for now. So this is the way of making this kind of patterns. Now for the text here, like this Christmas text here or this tree here, so I am going to take that Christmas text. I am just typing Christmas here. Okay, maybe make it white so that we can see. Now this is my text here. this one, Miraculous Christmas. This one is the text. I am going to select this one, but I am going to make this last S in capital because I want that to be, I wanted that this two stays bigger so that my Santa Claus I can put him inside this area, something like this. Okay, now when we are we take a text here, we can change its color to anything like yellow, red, green, or we can use these patterns here to fill this text too. So if you just click here on any pattern, it will fill with that pattern. You can see this was the easiest way. Okay guys, so I will give you this bundle here to use in your design, and the rest will be, you can download some fonts from Freepik, sorry not Freepik, font from thefont.com. Okay, this tree is also that, this tree only, select it and then convert it into any pattern. Like if I click here, it will be filled with that color. So simple as that. Now I am going to, I'll give you this vector bundle and some font of course, and you can download some from thefont.com. This was a really hard work to make a design like this, so I didn't record everything here. I hope this will help you to understand this way of using pattern in your design. And of course this is my original image of Santa Claus and this is now, so they are not similar or there will be no copyright. So guys, hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next video. Have a great time.